Minuet number 1. Okay. Okay, there are a couple of things we can improve. For example, I know that you put the bass you found in neat bass, but it would be much better if you follow. So if you add something else. Now, for example, here you can do 3, 3, and 8 in order to have a bass which is moving in quarter notes. You can do something in order to have the bass moving in quarter notes. For example, here instead of the first third 6, put a third and then leap to this note. You can do that. Or even better, in that case, you can do 6A. So you have 6, 3 and 6 with re, mi, fa. And then converging cadence. Fa, fa, sol, ton, ton. Ton, 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 ton. That's perfect. Or, because if we reserve the 151 for the last time, or you can even do so, mi, this one, the semitone, mi fa. It can work, eh? Then even here, do, mi, do, fa, re, mi, fa, ta, ta, do, ta, ta, ti, so, fa, ti, ta, do, ta, to. For example, I tell you this to make this cadence less chromatic, because I know that this here, as I told you, the in order to avoid the so in order to have the good cadence, we had a long F, we needed the fifth degree. Do you remember? I told you to put the fifth degree, to put D.
I remember you warning me about it, yeah.
Yeah, so in order to make the chromatic passage of natural F sharp, the false relationship, even better, we can introduce a little syncopation. It's okay, what you did. It's just a little improvement. Tan 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 tan. And even in the bass, fa mi re, fa la sol do. And this is a very nice syncopation that we can even use the second time. For example, fa, fa, sol, po, pam, 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 pam. You can use the same here, as you can see. So it can even be applied the second time. Then, okay, the minuet is good. The second part. This is the only part I don't like so much, because the thetic measure requires a descending movement. You're going down earlier, too much earlier. The E is the arriving note. Or you do ascending movement, descending and descending this way, or tran ta ta ta, the regular one. But it's better to approach the last note on the very last. Or if you want something very nice, it's a passing tone. ta la ta 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 da ta, and here G sharp, which is something very similar to what we did before, but in the minor mode. Instead of sol fa mi, now we have la sol fa mi fa sol la, as you can see. Fa mi fa sol la, fa mi fa sol la, re fa mi la, fa mi fa sol la, re do, re mi fa da da. Something which can even better consist in keeping the same rhythm. Here I'm expecting ta ra ta ta tan, ta ra ta ta tan, to create 2 plus 2 in terms of the rhythm. So fa mi fa sol la, it's okay. If instead of re mi fa mi, you do re mi fa re mi, you have the same rhythm. Da re mi fa mi do fa sol do fa. Or and if you want to be very chromatic, you can do 3, because we are putting here D to have the cadence. You can do 3 7 flat, fa sol fa mi fa. Do you like it?
I do, very much.
Yes. So what are we doing? Basically, instead of mi re do, we are borrowing the E flat from the minor mode. Fa mi re.
That is something I've been wondering about, is how to borrow, because a lot when I make music now, super diatonic. Not sure how to borrow from other keys yet.
Yeah, in that case you can borrow the third degree. Yes. Go to the partimento method. Study chapter 10, the very beginning, the first lessons. In that point, I talk about the quality of the intervals, or also of the intervals, of the scale degrees, and this is the code by Walter, this note peregrinus. Why? Because it can be borrowed from the parallel mode. In that case, we can borrow that note from E major. So I show you very quickly what I'm talking about. When we in a scale, in the minor mode and the major mode, we have some degrees which are good, where the modulation works better. Now, a modulation, from C major to B minor sounds very weird. Okay, it's not like from the first degree to the fifth degree. But a modulation from the first degree to the seventh degree in the minor mode, so from A minor to G major, sounds very nice. So each degree has a kind of quality.
What about C major to B flat?
B flat major, okay, I see. But it's quite hard, it's quite far, right? You can pass through F major, and so you make that B flat major as the fourth degree of F major. Okay?
Okay, I don't quite understand yet.
I mean, from C major to B flat major, so you can do any cadence you want. Let's start from this point. Then, the point is, if you want to do something gradual, so a section in C major and the following section in B flat major, they are quite far. So, it would be better to pass through F major, so it's not from degree 1 to flat degree 7, but it's from degree 1 C major to degree 4 F major, and then to its degree 4, which is B flat.
Okay.
I'm saying this something more gradual. Now, that note here, as you can see in C minor is E, is peregrinas. What are peregrinas? Peregrinas degrees, from Latin peregrinus, in English foreign, okay, are the degree 3 in the opposite species to the tone, to that of the tone. Minor third in the major mode and major third in the minor mode.
Okay.
So here we can borrow that note from the minor mode to make our cadence. And pum pum pum. Important to conclude the minuet. By the way, this way the minuet is very nice. Let me play it again. You know what I like? I like the strange phrasing that we have here. Ta-ra-ta, ta-ra-ta, ta-ra-ra-ra. It's a kind of a miola.
Is it really? Okay.
And it is, at least it is in the melody. And actually it creates a kind of good contrast. 3 plus 3 and 2 plus 2 plus, and yes, 3 plus 3 in the bass and 2 plus 2 plus 2 in the melody. I really like it. Let's say it's more passe-pied style, because these things are more in the passe-pied. But you know, you're not using fast note or strange rhythms, so it can even be applied in a minuet. Even this one, fa mi fa sol, ti ra ra ra, ta, the arriving note ta, tan, ta ta tan ta tan, 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 ta ta ran ta tan. It's very nice. I really like this. If I have to,
Yeah. It was cute. Sorry. Go ahead. That last lesson we had, it helped a bunch.
Good. If I have to rate this, I would give a 9-10. This is very nice.
Yay.
Good. Okay, so for the moment, you are not sentenced to Alcatraz.
Yes.
To make mistakes is human. To learn from them and persist, that's the way of a musicus practicus. Whether your musical goal may be, there is a secret formula to reach it. And no, it's not a magic trick, it's something much more concrete. Perseverance in good things. If you study every day, if you learn even just one small thing every day, you're moving forward. Always. And one day, after a month, 6 months, a year, 10 years, you look back and realize you have become a different musician. Step by step, without even noticing it. That's the spirit of a musicus practicus. That's why every day on Patreon I share new content to help you learn something new every day, support you on your path of study, inspire you with fresh ideas and new musical perspective. One day we talk about musical rhetoric, another day I post an exclusive video on improvisation, and another day an article on Renaissance Counterpoint, and so on. Don't miss this opportunity. The choices you make today will shape the musicians you'll become tomorrow. Join the Musicus Practicus community, join us on Patreon, and with a small monthly contribution you'll also be supporting this great global educational project. Go to the link, choose the contribution you want to give, and start learning every single day. To make mistakes is human. To learn from them and improve every day, that's the way of Musici Practici. Do you want to learn how to compose music in the Renaissance or Baroque style? If you're at the beginning of your musical journey, or a professional looking to deepen your knowledge of early music, the best path may be a guided integrated course. Composing in the style of the 16th century or the 17th and 18th century requires much more than knowing harmony and counterpoint. You need to navigate a vast world, including solmization, fugue, cantus firmus, mensural notation, partimenti, dances, chorales and more. To avoid getting lost, you need an experienced guide, a musicus practicus who knows the path, walks beside you step by step, and helps you overcome each challenge with tailored exercises, attentive feedback, and continuous dialogue. Have a question about a topic? We'll discuss it. Stuck on an exercise? We'll work through it together. Want to go deeper into a subject? We'll tackle it with focus. Every month I accept a limited number of apprentice musicians like you for a program of personalized one-to-one lessons where I guide them in learning to compose in the Renaissance and Baroque style. How it works? During our one-to-one lessons we focus on 2 and 3 voice composition, counterpoint and partimenti, practical exercises on historical style, schemata, cadences, voice leading, models, patterns, and much more. During the week, you'll also follow recorded lessons on repertoire analysis, pattern structure, tones and modes in polyphony, rhythm of historical dances, and everything else you need to progress. This way, each individual lesson becomes focused, effective, and productive. If you'd like to apply for the Musical Apprenticeship program, go to the link and fill out the form telling me your musical background, studies, experiences, instruments, what you play, your current skill, what you can compose, if you know partimenti, chorales, anything else, and your goals, what you would like to learn in the short, medium and long term. I'll personally read your message and get back to you within 24 hours to let you know how we can work together. Don't miss the spot and learn to compose music as if you had lived in the Renaissance or in the Baroque.